Hi guys, my name is Elizabeth EJ. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about my top 10 tips to retaining length. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you very much for sticking with me. If you're a new subscriber, or rather, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you don't leave without subscribing. I mean, it's free. Please subscribe. Subscribe and please join the family. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Like I said, that we're going to be talking about my top 10 tips to retain length, and my number one tip in this video is to wash your hair. It is very essential to wash your hair to remove all the dirt and build-up that you're going to get throughout the week from all the products, the moisturizing, the sealing, everything. It's very essential to give your scalp a fresh start as much as you can. So make sure you wash your hair. Get a schedule, wash your hair. Or you can even create a timetable. Create a timetable to wash your hair. For me, I like to wash my hair on Sundays, every Sunday or every 2 weeks, depending on what kind of hairstyle I have on. If I have braids, for instance, I would keep it on for like 2-3 weeks, and in between I'll try to wash my hair, which is wash the braids. I'll try to wash the braids after 2 weeks, or if I can, I'm going to stay the 3 weeks without washing my hair. But it's very essential to wash your hair as often as possible. I know a lot of people that get away with not washing their hair, but it doesn't work for everyone. I mean, you can decide to not wash your hair and realize that your hair is not growing as much as when you were washing it. So for me, every single time I wash my hair weekly, anytime I wash my hair weekly, I notice that my scalp is less itchy, and I think my hair actually grows more when it is clean. So my number one tip is to wash your hair. Number two is deep conditioning. Deep conditioner is a product that moisturizes, strengthens, and conditions your hair from the inside. Left on your hair for a couple of minutes, whereby sometimes you use heat in order to help your hair absorb the deep conditioner as easily and more effectively as possible. But a deep conditioner helps to nourish your hair, it helps color treated hair, it adds shine to your hair, it promotes elasticity, it prevents damage, so it should be a staple in your hair routine. So make sure you deep condition your hair as frequently as you can. I personally deep condition my hair with every wash, and I mostly wash my hair weekly or bi-weekly, which means I deep condition my hair weekly or bi-weekly. So make sure you add deep conditioning to your hair routine to keep your hair as soft and as manageable as possible. My third tip is to moisturize. Moisturizing is just basically feeding your hair the moisture it loses to the atmosphere. Our hair loses moisture, basically giving your hair back the moisture it loses to the atmosphere. Your hair loses moisture every day, from weather conditions to pollution to whatsoever. And dry hair equals breakage. So the perfect balance of moisture promotes healthy hair. So give your hair moisture, it makes your hair elastic enough for it to comb and it doesn't break or snap. So that automatically equals longer, better, healthier hair. So make sure you moisturize your hair as frequently as possible. Fourth tip is to seal. Make sure you always seal in that moisture with an oil, depending on the oil of your choice of what oil works for you. As for me, a very light sealing oil works for me, so I normally use the Mega Rose oil. I'm going to leave the picture right here. Number 5 is to comb your hair carefully. You don't want to put in so much work and just have somebody comb all your work away. I see people combing their hair with such nonchalance, and then they end up seeing so much breakage, and then they wonder why their hair breaks so much. Comb your hair carefully. I'm a believer of combing my hair in sections. I like to part my hair into 4 to 6 sections when I comb my hair, and I always start by combing my hair from the tips, and then I progressively move up until I get to the roots. I have a technique of combing my hair, technique to how I comb my hair. I'm going to make sure I film that in the next video. My hair is not out right now, so I can show you guys. But always comb your hair carefully. Try as much as possible to not comb your hair when you're angry or sad or something. Don't use your hair to vent. Don't use your hair to vent. Use patience to comb your hair. Be very patient with your hair. Like, it's going to be very stressful sometimes, but still comb your hair with utmost care. Number 6, cover your hair. You don't want to put in so much work and then it's the smallest things that throws you off. You would moisturize your hair, seal your hair, and end up pouring all those products on your pillow on your pillowcase, which is kind of nasty because it can cause bacteria, and that bacteria will come on your face, giving you acne. So make sure you cover your hair before you sleep. Friction occurs between your hair and your pillow. Friction equals breakage, so make sure you cover your hair before you sleep. Get a satin bonnet or a silk bonnet or a satin scarf, silk pillow, satin pillow, whichever way of protecting your hair you choose. Make sure you cover your hair before you sleep, or sleep on a safe space. And if you're a guy and you're into hair care and you're wondering how can you cover your hair with a bonnet, because it might seem kind of funny for a guy to be wearing a bonnet to sleep. So your alternative is to use a do-rag. So get yourself a satin or a silk do-rag and cover your hair before you sleep. So there's no excuses. I got you. Like, no excuses. There's definitely something for the guys too. So make sure you cover your hair. My 7th tip is to do protein treatments. Protein helps to strengthen your hair, to strengthen each strand. So imagine having a balance of protein and moisture, whereby protein helps to strengthen your hair and then moisture helps to keep it elastic and soft. Combing your hair will be very easy and you get less to no breakage. So make sure you do protein treatment. There are various forms of protein treatments, from heavy protein treatments to light protein treatments, and there are already made store-bought protein treatments, and then there are DIY protein treatments. If you go to a store and you find a protein treatment that says use only once in a month or once in 2 months or between 4 to 6 weeks, make sure you follow the instruction, because that might automatically means that protein treatment is very heavy. So make sure you read the instructions of everything you buy, read the ingredients of everything you buy, just so you won't go and do something else. Number 8 tip is to manipulate your hair less. So try to manipulate your hair. If you're like me and you like to put your hands in your hair, I would like to, there's so many of us that are guilty of that. So make sure you comb your hair less, put your hair in a bun instead, finger detangle instead of using a comb to comb your hair. Try as much as possible to not take away the products that products are expensive, so try as much as possible to not take away the products that you've put on your hair with your hands. When you put your hands in your hair, you end up just taking away the products that you had on your hair. So try as much as possible to take your hands from your hair, manipulate your hair less. The less you do to your hair, the less you will see breakage. My 9th tip is to always do protective hairstyles. And a hairstyle is not protective if it is tight or painful. Make sure, so many people are guilty of this. You do protective hairstyles and you see bumps around your edges because it's way too tight. If it is way too tight, it is not a protective hairstyle. Make sure there should be an emphasis on the word protective. There is a point to why it is called a protective hairstyle. It's supposed to protect your hair and give you a break from touching your hair, combing your hair and all of that. So if it is painful, it is not protective. When doing protective hairstyles, make sure to go easy on your edges so you won't get to lose your edges. Make sure the person combs your hair carefully, detangles your hair carefully, and installs your protective hairstyle very carefully. Because some salons hardly actually pay attention to your hair, so make sure the person pays attention to all these things. Last tip, number 10th tip, the last and final tip, is to baby your hair. I always say this and people laugh, like, how the hell can you baby your hair? Treat your hair like it's your baby. Baby your hair. You know how they treat newborn babies. They don't want the baby to fall. They don't give the baby to just anyone. So don't give your hair to just anyone. Don't let just anyone take away the hard work that you've worked during the week or during the past 2 weeks, and then you just go to a salon or you just give your friend to just manipulate your hair anyhow. So make sure you baby your hair. Don't give it to just anyone. Treat your hair better, comb your hair better. And that's my last tip. Baby your hair. I always say this and my friends laugh. And I had a roommate that used to laugh at me once, so shout out to you, Susu. With that, we have come to the end of this video. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe and share. Hit the subscribe button, please. Follow me on all social media platforms. My handles are going to come up somewhere on the screen. Comment on the video you would like to see next. What hair struggles you have. Drop a comment about it and I'm going to make sure I film a video just for you. So please drop a comment and follow me on all social media platforms. Thank you very much.